you're working on healing diastasis recti, you're in the right spot. I'm a pregnancy and postpartum corrective exercise specialist, and I myself had horrible diastasis recti after the birth of my twins. Here's the key to healing that I think is not talked about enough. After you've mastered the basics and you have that mind-muscle connection, you need to keep adding more and more challenging exercises. So these exercises are gonna work the deep core, and they're a little bit more challenging than the very basics that you often see in exercise videos. So today we're gonna challenge these deep core muscles, and I'm gonna make sure that you do it safely and effectively. An essential component in healing is working on movements that have like this crossbody pattern, and a bird dog gets that job done. So we're gonna start on our hands and our knees. You're gonna inhale here, exhale. You're gonna reach and lengthen. So inhale, tummy relaxes, exhale. Inhale. The key when you're doing a bird dog is to make sure that you're not letting your hips roll open. Imagine there's a water bottle on your back and you're trying to keep it nice and level. If this feels like too much for you, if you are rolling open or you just can't quite get it, you can keep your foot down and your arm down. This still works the same muscles and is still a really great modification. Either way, we inhale when we're on all fours and we exhale as we reach. Next up, we're gonna do dead bugs. Dead bugs are actually really challenging. I want you to grab either a squishy ball or a throw pillow, and this is gonna help keep us honest. I'll show you how. So we're gonna roll to our side, onto our back, and you're gonna set up in that dead bug position. So march one foot up at a time. Once you're in this position, I want you to take the pillow and you're gonna use opposite hand, opposite knee. They're gonna go together. We're gonna inhale here, exhale. As you're extending your limbs out, press into the pillow and drive your knee up. This is gonna help better activate your core and prevent that low back from getting that big giant arch that we often compensate in movements. Typically, when our core is weak, we'll look to use our low back muscles instead, and this just kind of helps keep us honest. Inhale here, exhale, lift pelvic floor, extend. If that feels like too much, you can keep your limbs bent. It makes it a little bit easier. You still gotta breathe. Nice job. Reach and back. Inhale here. Exhale, extend and come back. Right. Shake it out. See my awesome tan line here from vacation. All right, come back into that march position. Opposite hand, opposite knee, pressing for some added friction. And now we're gonna reach on that exhale. So inhale here, exhale, reach. It's also great to add this little press in if you have a rib flare postpartum. A lot of times our ribs get super flared after having baby because they push all our organs up. And it can be really great to do this because this is actually gonna help you bring this rib down. Only reach as far as comfortable, so if that's comfortable, great. And you know what I mean by comfortable, not like actually comfortable, but without doming or coning from your tummy. Inhale, exhale. If you need to keep bent, it's okay. You're still working it. You are still working it. Whenever you feel like you can't do a movement, I want you to use the power of yet. See, I can't do this fully yet, but I will be because I'm getting stronger and stronger. Those work. Those work real good. All right, we're gonna be doing a forearm side plank. You can use a chair, your couch, whatever, or if you wanna progress it further, drop all the way down to the ground with your forearm. Whatever works for you. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna line it up. We're gonna inhale and then exhale. Lift this hip, keep this up, up, up. Keep squeezing the glutes, and we're gonna breathe our way through it. So important not to hold your breath whenever you're doing an exercise that requires holding. So little exhale, little exhale. Go ahead and touch this muscle that's working. You wanna feel it activating, keep your hip lifted. We don't want it to drop. The elevation makes it so that we're more likely to be able to keep our butt up, but you still gotta very much actively say like, hey hip, we're keeping it up. That's what we're doing. Keep it lifted. Little breaths. Whew, great job. All right, so now we're gonna switch it to the other side. Same thing, we've got our forearm. We're gonna line our legs up. Front foot can come out a little bit. Little exhales. Keep pulling in and up. I want you to imagine there's a cold ice cube trying to touch your tummy. And it's right here, and you have to keep pulling. You have to keep scooping in and up away from that cold ice cube. Don't let it get you. You can place your hand for a little bit of feedback. Feel those muscles doing their thing. You gotta breathe. Little exhales. I know you look like a weirdo, you sound like a weirdo, but this is what prevents us from pushing down on our pelvic floor. We're pushing out against our belly and making our diastasis worse. So keep breathing. If you need to modify it more, you can always kickstand this leg. You've always got options. Great job. That was awesome. Way to go. I'm gonna show you a few variations of heel taps so you can make it harder or easier so that you are challenging yourself or listening to your body. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna march our feet up one at a time. This is our starting position. We wanna make sure that we're not getting a big swooping arch here, right? We're gonna make sure we got that good connection. Ribs are down, not flared. Once we're here, we're gonna inhale, exhale. That exhale needs to last as you lower and lift. So a big inhale. Big inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. If you want to make this harder, you're going to extend one leg out. Another awesome way to make this more challenging is to, as you do your heel tap, see if you can reach your arms without flaring your ribs up. Again, we want to make sure we're not getting that big arch in our low back. Anytime we take our limbs out away from the body, it really challenges that deep core. That deep core's job is to act like a big giant back brace for us. It really wants to help stabilize. So when we challenge it by taking our limbs away from our body, it has to work extra. The glutes and the pelvic floor are BFFs, so we want to get our glutes nice and strong as well. You're going to drop down to forearms. This puts us in a better spinal position, reducing our likelihood of hyperextending our low back. You're going to inhale on all fours. You're going to exhale, extend up. As you extend that foot toward the ceiling, you're scooping tummy and lifting pelvic floor. So we're going to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good firm squeeze of the glute at the top. Really want to feel that booty squeeze. So everything relaxes at the bottom. Lift from the pelvic floor on up as you extend that leg. Just like the bird dog, you're trying not to roll open. You're trying to stay as square as you can. Nice job. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Stretch it out. Great job.